Coming live from the 215, this is the one and only Rockin Reese. And don't be mistaken, folks. Even though you might have heard the Ring Rockers music, no, it's Monday. It's WCC Uncensored. First and foremost, for those of you who are wondering, my boy Mr. Team Bring It is feeling tired tonight, so he's off duty, but I'm not, and neither is the rest of our WCC family, because helping out with me tonight is my man. He's live and direct from Los Angeles, the one, the only, the pride and joy of the City of Angels. Hold on, wait a minute. I gotta watch it because my throat's not feeling. So hopefully I can pump it up here, channel my inner Ricardo here. EL.CIBERNETICO.
Gracias, perros malditos de la WCC. Buenas noches, donde quiera que estén. What's up, Reese?
Yeah, this is good, man. And I'll tell you what, we had a crazy Raw. I feel like I'm just going to do a recap and then unleash our WCC hounds all over this one.
Let's do this.
So for those who saw tonight's Raw from Columbus, Ohio, here's the Cliff Notes version. Then I'll let everybody else get in on it. Main event was supposed to be a handicap match. It was supposed to be John Cena and Ryback against the Shield. Oh, Cena.
Sierra Hotel, India, Echo, Lima, Delta, Shield.
Uh-oh. Okay, good. Roman and them ain't looking for it. Anyway, Cena, as you know, had an Achilles injury, so Ryback's thinking, yeah, John, you're not going to be my partner. And besides, I still got to kick your ass for the title. So he didn't goes after Team Hell No. But then for some reason, Ryback decides to leave. So now it's going to be Hell No versus the Shield in a handicap match. John Cena then decides, I'm fighting. It's a 6-man. So then we get to our main event, which is, of course, Cena and Hell No against the Shield. And despite a back and forth match, which mostly featured Hell No competing, at the end, though, Cena does get the tag in. But a shocker, Roman Reigns gets the pin on the champ. Can you believe it? The Shield remain undefeated in action. Also, to jump to the top of the show, we also had something that affect the World Heavyweight title at Extreme Rules, because we had a triple threat match between Big E Langston, Zeb Coulter, and Ricardo Rodriguez. And yes, folks, Ricardo was actually wrestling.
Tell me, he didn't just say that.
I did just say that, ladies and gentlemen. I did just say that, Booker. That's right. Big E Langston versus Zeb Coulter versus Ricardo Rodriguez in a triple threat match, with the stipulation being that the winner would then give his guy a chance to name the stipulation for the triple threat World Heavyweight title match at Extreme Rules. And despite interference from AJ and from Jack Swagger and from Alberto Del Rio and Dolph Ziggler and everybody, in the end, it was Ricardo Rodriguez picking up the pin over Zeb Coulter, meaning that Alberto Del Rio would get to name the stipulation for the triple threat title match at Extreme Rules. And after defeating Antonio Cesaro, Del Rio would then declare that it would be a ladder match between Dolph Ziggler and Jack Swagger and himself on May 19th. Also, Dolph Ziggler defeated Kofi Kingston in a champion versus champion match. Jack Swagger in a relevant match because he had to be featured. Made quick work of Zack Ryder, and then we also had in a sick matchup, the Viper Randy Orton laying out his former legacy protege Cody Rhodes. And then in a post-match interview, Rhodes tried to attack him, but Orton would lay him out with the second RKO as well.
You got knocked the fuck out!
Yeah, and he was the only one who got knocked out there, Smokey, because afterward, later on in the show, we also had a tug of war. Yes, folks, you heard me correctly. I said a tug of war on Monday Night Raw between Sheamus and the world's strongest man, Mark Henry. But yeah, I know I botched this one. Yeah, but the tug of war didn't quite go as planned for the world's strongest man, because after Sheamus let go of the rope and sent Big Mark on his near 400-pound keister, he would get up and receive a brogue kick and roll out of the ring. And as if a tug of war wasn't enough, we also had a dance-off between, I got to remember to breathe into Ace here, Fandango. And the Great Khali. And now, surprisingly, for those who watched the show, y'all knew what happened. Khali was declared the winner, but yeah, apparently the sound effects guy had a little something to say about that, because we all know who really won this contest. And so did Fandango, because after the match, he would lay Khali out and then give the fans what they want, as Columbus would be the latest city to pick up on Fandangoing. And that pretty much was our show in a nutshell. So now, let's release the hounds.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Let's get ready to rumble.
Let's get ready to rumble!
All right, WCC family, talk to me. What did you guys think about tonight's Raw?
Well, seeing how they were here in the hometown
of Tuesday's Mr. Overload himself, along with EL.CIBERNETICO. That would be the smooth tones of Mr. Jones. And I did not mean for that to rhyme, I'm sorry. It just worked that way. Which, by the way, you guys can catch Overload tomorrow every Tuesday night, 10:30 Eastern, 9:30 Central, 8:30 Mountain, 7:30 Pacific. Sean, continue.
Thank you for that plug. But I have to say I'll give it an 8. It could have went down a little bit better, but I'll say it was decent. Just to see the Shield come out like twice and one Raw. We were used to just usually seeing like 3 times, I guess.
Because that's right, they laid out 3 and beat too. But yeah. That
was fantastic. Yay. But no, it was awesome. I'll give it that. The match with Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton, I mean, fans are going crazy in that, believe it or not.
But those two know how to perform too. I mean, there's some history with them anyway.
And right. Oh, of course, they did bring up and I'm surprised there was actually a Ted DiBiase reference in tonight's show.
Wow.
Yes, they did make reference to the Legacy back in the day.
Yep. And the way he was talking years ago, I'm thinking it was only 4 or 5 years ago. It wasn't that long ago. Don't make it sound like it was, 20, 30 years.
Oh, what happened? I wasn't there. I didn't hear the commentary, so.
Basically Michael Cole was going, years ago, back when they were with Legacy, and it was like, Legacy wasn't that long ago, really?
Yeah, but then again, it was kind of hard because Legacy actually was around for a little while. So,
if I remember, didn't they win the tag team titles at one point?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, Cody and Ted did. Yeah, but then then also I do gotta admit I was a little jealous that on a side note, being a pizza fanatic I am, that everybody in Columbus got some free Domino's. Yeah. I think they stole it from the Kings.
Wow.
King shouldn't be eating pizza. He'll have another heart attack.
King shouldn't really be eating no fast food. I was kind of upset when they did the whole, what was it called? I forgot the restaurant. Anyway.
That's why.
Oh, yeah, the fried chicken one. Yeah, I remember what you're talking about.
Yeah, the Sonic, like, really? Like, King, you're really pushing yourself now.
That's why my fat ass was at Subway. But go ahead.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is sponsored by Subway.
Eat fresh.
Viewer discretion is advised.
For a minute, I thought. Oh, for a minute, because I was thinking like, yeah, Gator was about to come in for a minute, but I guess not. Here.
Oh, really?
Ladies and gentlemen, Garfield and friends.
Was that my cue? I guess that was my cue. Hello, all.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, that was. What's up, Gator?
You got it. I came to see what was going on.
Gator, what was your thoughts on tonight's Raw?
I ain't got no thoughts. I kind of missed the whole show.
What he's trying to say, he's waiting for the YouTube upload, just like me.
Yeah, I've been drinking and all, so I can tell you what I thought. I thought of it. This show, but I don't think y'all want to hear that.
He reminds you that we are not responsible for Gator's comments.
Hey,
that's
nobody responsible
Gator
for my comments but myself.
Yeah.
That's
by the way,
at DJ Gator on Twitter.com.
That's what you just said, Danny.
Hey, by the way, just for the record, hey, it's Uncensored, so guess what? It ain't like the FCC can get after us anyway.
Wow, did you just say FCC? Now I'm scared.
Bro, just give your thoughts or whatever one thing may be.
I think that the best place in Atlanta to go drink beer. No, stop. No, honestly, I ain't see Raw. I didn't see it, so I said that on Uncensored show. Everybody heard me.
Yes.
Yeah,
you're not the only one.
But I do have to wonder, in all seriousness, and I know a lot of people are like kind of throw out their own opinions about this, but Cole's about to run it down himself before JBL cut him off. What's it going to take to stop the Shield? Because let's see, they've pinned John Cena, they've pinned Ryback, they've pinned Randy Orton, they've laid out
Sheamus,
laid out Kane, laid out The Undertaker, pinned D-Bry. Man, they've pretty much took out a lot of the big names that are currently in the WWE right now. Even laid out the Rock like just prior to the Royal Rumbles. Who can stop the Shield, if anybody?
I have a theory.
Uh-oh.
It's a drunk theory, so be careful. Viewer discretion is not advised. The best idea is this. We've seen them attack people when they're in groups. Shield is best known as a group. You take one out, each one at a time. You get one when maybe one's eating a pizza, when one's not paying attention, doing his hair, whatever. Take them out one by one, and the Shield will be gone.
Yeah, you forget one thing, though. How do you get them individually when all three of them are usually traveling together?
One word. When one of them goes to take a shit or a piss, because they can't all go take a piss together.
They might.
Oh. If they do, they're weird.
Yeah.
And
that's why we call those drunk theories, folks. You know, and speaking of, Yeah, but then I also got to go to another point, and actually I wanted to get Doug since he was like a real adamant on this one. Triple threat match, world title, going to be a ladder match now. Which, ironically, all three of these men, former Money in the Bank winners, so they're used to competing in ladder matches for a world title or something to help get the championships on the line here. Who do you guys think this is going to favor now?
Ziggler.
Why?
Yeah, I know.
Well, he does have, out of three, he does have the most ladder match experience. He's been in more ladder matches than all three of them. Out of the three, I should say.
Well,
Plus, we know Jack Swagger ain't winning the damn world title. He's probably going to be getting suspended for the drug charges in Del Rio. He ain't over with the fans unless you're Mexican. No offense, Al.
Oh, no, none taken.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. But come on. The only people who cheer for Del Rio are the people who want to go to the taco stand and dance with them. Again, no offense,
Okay,
Al.
now I'm taking that shit offensive.
Yeah. Hey, you better be
What?
You better be nice here, Doug, because remember, Doug, you better be nice because remember, Cinco de Mayo is this Sunday, so we should be giving props to our Mexican brothers. Yeah,
That's right.
What's a Sandico de Mayo? I never heard of it.
Uh-oh.
he really wanted to start something with y'all.
Is he serious?
No, I'm not serious.
I told you he wanted to start something. Listen to the instigator sometime.
See, the gator may hang out at the swamp, but see, the gators are smart.
I picked up on that when he said it.
So in the words of Michael Jackson, you want to be starting something, huh?
I have to say, right about now, that Doug's fixing to make like the Milwaukee Bucks. He about to go. He need to go fishing.
Damn.
Fuck the Milwaukee Bucks. Oh, there was a reason why they got bounced quickly. None of them can play basketball.
Yeah, is that how we really feel? Anyway, you know what? I actually see. You know what? As much as I want to say this, Doug, I'm gonna have to agree with you. Like, I would probably have to favor Ziggler. Now, I said favor Ziggler. I did not say he was going to win the match. Because
so you saying he's gonna lose?
If anything, I'm probably going to be iffy on, because you know what? Let's forget, we got AJ in the mix and we got Big E. So, if anything, yeah, unless Ricardo and Alberto bring a third person with them, and then Swagger has a third person with him, yeah. There's where you're going to get canceled out.
Well, I don't know who Alberto Del Rio is going to bring, but Jack Swagger could bring the Soaring Eagle back.
Okay, sir, next time don't call drunk, please. Please.
I mean, everybody was quiet, like, what?
Oh, you guys know who it is.
It wasn't me. It was the one-armed man.
Hey, the Soaring Eagle's in TNA. He can't come back.
Oh?
You should put somebody else in the costume.
Yeah, by the way, I do gotta wonder one extra thing. Yeah, and although like they kind of haven't brought this up a little bit, Triple H Brock with the cage match Hell in a Cell, or cage match, I believe, for them. Is it going to be a cell match or is it going to be a regular one?
Regular cage match.
It's going to be a regular cage match?
Yeah.
So, at Extreme Rules, how do you see this playing out between these two?
Right now would be a good time to play some Jeopardy.
Right. Yeah.
What was the question?
Yeah, how do you see the Triple H Brock cage match at Extreme Rules panning out?
I don't.
Yeah, that is kind of...
Because somehow this has to...
You're welcome!
Damien Sandow with a cameo appearance tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, because somehow this has to end. I don't know for who and for how, but somehow this has to come to an end because, let's say, you can't go too much more after you do something in the cage.
Well, one or two things could happen. One, a superstar would probably come out and destroy both of them, and just call it a draw. You know, that's one way of ending it, where both neither win or lose.
Here's what I was also thinking. It's like, now, do you think Brock will wind up forcing the career? Well, although they didn't get the job done at WrestleMania, do you think now Heyman will have Brock in career-ending mode for Triple H come Extreme Rules?
I have a theory.
Uh-oh.
This one actually makes a little bit more sense, though, so this one ain't going to be as bad as the other one. I say this. CM Punk comes out, and everyone's going to be like, oh, no, he's going to help Lesnar win because he's a Paul Heyman guy, and you see Paul Heyman have a shit-ass cat smile and grin like the Cheshire Cat. Punk gets into the ring. He sees Lesnar getting up. Lesnar's putting a Triple H. Punk goes, fuck you, Lesnar. GTS to Lesnar. Walks out. Triple H wins the match thanks to CM Punk, setting up a Punk versus Lesnar feud.
Oh, wow.
Nope. Yeah, nope. I got a double tap.
Nope.
Yeah.
Sir, because CM Punk is taking time off to let his knees heal. He's not coming back. No time soon.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with Dean L. Bruce over here and say, nope.
Dean L. Bruce.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, because just for that very same reason, because Punk's been like going through the grinder for like the last year and a half, and it was like after the title reign and then after a match with Taker at Mania, it's like he's got to slow down now.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to jobber news real quick while we still got some time. Yet again, Antonio Cesaro has taken another loss. Yeah, guys, is it just me or does it seem like somebody really, really, really does not like him backstage?
Vince McMahon must hate yodeling.
Yeah, he probably must not like it either. And it was like, because I was like, it seems like Cesaro, he puts on these great matches, but then in the end, he comes out on the tail end of losses or whatever.
I don't know. Maybe they have something better for him in store. You never know.
Yeah,
I hope so.
I mean, hey, the rumors of Cassius Ohno coming out, like we said before, it could be a reunion of the
Kings of Wrestling. Kings of Wrestling.
Yeah, the Kings of Wrestling. Yeah, I'm kind of fucked up right now, so.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You too?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, sir, but not out of beer.
At least with speaking of people screwing up, I'm wondering who is Caitlin's secret admirer right now? Because
that's Big Red at BigRed.com.
Right. And we are not talking to Gum, folks. Not that Big Red. No, we talking We talking the lead singer, Men of Passion. Hey, just had to distinguish.
Hey, Kaylee, call me, baby.
Did he just say Passion Man?
Say what?
No.
I said, so Caitlin to call me.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, you can read it. Yeah. Now, wait a minute, we can't give numbers out there. I forgot. I forgot. This isn't. Oh, wait a minute. We could get Ashley Massaro because she's used to giving out her numbers on the air. But that's another story for another time.
Ooh.
Yeah. But I actually had to admit, matter of fact, Doug, I think you said on the pre-show, were you the one that suggested that it might have been in Big E that was right?
No, somebody else suggested it. I suggested AJ Lee because of HLA, but if it's Big E, it's because Big E loves that big ass.
I'm the one that said Big E.
Yeah, it was right. It was a friendly Canadian who said it.
Boy, you're going after everybody today, huh, Doug?
Really?
Yeah, first the
friendly Canadian. I was nice.
All right.
Oh, here we go. It's not a show without it.
Oh, Canada, terre de nos...
Cut the music.
If he could be serious for a moment. But, Rob, and actually, both, I want to go to both of y'all because I'm thinking this could be a collaboration right here.
Uh-oh.
Because let's not forget, AJ is the -- contender for the Divas title. So I think both of y'all could be right on this one. Maybe Big E does the writing, but then AJ comes up with the words and stuff.
See, yeah, it could be a plot from AJ as well. But like I said, I mean, the way Dolph treated Big E the last time there, going, this is AJ Dolph time, you can kind of leave now, and kind of dismissed him as though he was, I don't know, hired help.
Yeah.
It could be Big E's way of getting back at Dolph, turning on Dolph, turning face, who knows?
It could be true, and plus, after all, like the old saying go, ain't no fun if a homie ain't getting none. So, right. Maybe Big, and plus knowing that what better, if AJ's being the source of his anger, then, hey, go after her ex-best friend. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yep.
All right. And then let's go also with the Sheamus Big Show routine as well. Sheamus Big Show, Mark Henry, Randy Orton, they're all going all over the place. How did these feuds suddenly switch over now? Because it was first it was Sheamus having problems with Big Show. Now it's Orton's having problems with the Big Show, and as Sheamus is going after Mark Henry. And then, do you think they should have a 4-way at Extreme Rules?
That's what she said.
Because
Really?
Hey, that's how it is with Angelina. All right, but seriously, they don't. Hey, anyway, do you think there should be a 4-way match going on between these guys? Because everybody got problems with everybody. And plus, I also throw that in because then you could actually have, and I know everybody's been harping on this one like crazy, Orton's heel turn. That'd be a good way to sneak it in.
It would be.
Or at least, or to tease it even stronger, I guess, if you're But more than likely, if they keep this at just Sheamus and Mark Henry, and then Orton and Big Show, what matches do you think that those two matches could be, if anything?
Really, Rob?
What?
He ain't gonna say nothing.
What?
What?
He's like, let me give you guys a feedback.
Who wants to be the first one to go at this one?
Go ahead, Dougie.
Okay. Yeah, the drum gets to start off. God help us all. As far as for Mr. Lucky Charms and Mark Henry, I think if it's going to be a one-on-one, it's going to be a tables match, and I hope Mark Henry puts that Lucky Charms bastard through a table. As far as for Big Show,
I knew you. Oh, I said I knew you English didn't like the Irish, but damn.
As far as for Big Show versus Randy Orton, if it's a singles match, I don't think it's going to be Orton's heel turn, and I believe that match would most likely be a knockout match. And I don't
mean a TNA knockout.
No, I don't mean that. I don't mean tits and ass match. I mean knock somebody's fucking head off match.
Well, they got two ways to do it: the weapon of mass destruction and the RKO.
Yeah, because they can't do the punt anymore because apparently that can give people concussions. I'd rather just punt somebody's ass off.
Tim. I'm leaning with you with the knockout idea, but as far as I don't know what you would do for Sheamus and Mark Henry.
Sheamus and Mark
Henry. I was thinking that one made last man standing maybe.
I was just about to say that, last man standing.
I was hoping for a last man standing between Cena and Ryback.
No, because we don't want to see duct tape again. That's true.
Yeah, that super stiff being used twice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, watch me Ryback uses it this time.
Hell no.
Yeah, and then like apparently since the Shield has been having everybody's number under the sun, let's assume that we have a Hell No Shield match for the tag team titles. Which two members do you guys? Because this has been changing on me from week to week now. So
I want to say Dean and Roman.
And well, besides the fact that, of course, Undertaker being laid out, why Dean and Roman specifically?
I just think that I think they can build Seth into higher. I don't know. I think they should be putting Seth with like the World Heavyweight or WWE title, and then have Dean and Roman with the tag team.
Yeah, but I kind of was rolling with that idea, but I think if you're gonna do Seth as a single, I think maybe go you. Yeah, because it can't because of I'd have to get the IC off of Barrett and then put on a face first. But I was thinking maybe Seth could go for the U.S. if you're going to put him in the singles, because if the world title, not so much. Or at least not yet anytime soon.
Right.
So take some time and build them. But, I mean, right now to build Dean and Roman to beforehand. And then you give them the chance to build up later.
True. Yeah, but then again, at the same time, though, it's like, can you really build a possible, bridge between the Shield, if somebody wants to go after a singles title, because, everybody gets sick and tired of, Switch and Freebird style with the tag belts.
Right.
Exactly.
All right, kids, well, needless to say, this Raw was actually a little less eventful than normal, so that's why we're going to keep this for a short show tonight. But do not forget, as always, to check us out. We're on every weeknight. We're on every weeknight at some point, because, like I said, tonight we have the Uncensored show. show, which is always after all. Tomorrow night, as I brought up, L and Mr. Jones have the Overload, 10:30 Eastern, 9:30 Central, 8:30 Mountain, 7:30 Pacific. Gentlemen, what do you have on tap tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night we have nothing. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. Tomorrow night, actually, you know what? We're thinking about it right now. We're still in process. It's still in, our little database. Basically, we have in mind. We probably might even bring back a little WCC Brawl. That's right, WCC Brawl. So, yeah, last week was a little controversial. There was a lot of matches that we forgot to mention, and I'm pretty sure Rockin Reese and Mr. T-Shawn Jones will come up with WCC Brawl number 12, I believe. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, well, we're on, because it's number 11 now, yeah.
Right. So, for those of you that got a Facebook, a Twitter, and all that good stuff, be sure to follow us on Twitter at WCC Live. Add us on Facebook at facebook.com/group/Wrestling Commentary Central. Also, like us on Facebook at facebook.com/WCC Live and WCC Overload and TNA Recipe and Sex Battles. That's right. The #1 rated show on the WCC Network. Mr. Gator.
5, 6, 7 weeks on it. How long has it been?
6 weeks in a row, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Gator himself. What is going to go on this Wednesday night right after Reese?
I just want to say I lost count.
It's okay, man. Just have a day on thing.
No, this week we're talking about replacement players.
Ooh.
This has to do with those that decide that, this relationship isn't working for me. I'm going to go find somebody else. Do you want to be a replacement player? You might not if you find out what all it entails.
Right. Oh, and by the way, we would like to extend an invitation. Chris Humphreys, if you would like to call in the Sex Battles this Wednesday, you can actually be our special guest.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait. Ooh, did I say that out loud?
Uh-oh.
I think I did.
You could.
Wow.
Hey, if anybody knows about being a replacement player, Chris Humphreys would be in. I'm just saying.
I was going to say
I'm so mad at that.
And that's all I had to say.
For all you
Please
YouTube users,
hit me up on Twitter.
For all you YouTube users, don't forget to subscribe at Spawn20113. That's Spawn20113 or at DXR420. We will see you next Monday night. Hopefully Chris doesn't want to take a bath early and go to bed. But
just before we go,
no, wait, we got other shows to promote too. Don't forget, Thursdays the TNA. Well, you did bury the recipe Thursday nights after Impact, and Friday we got the main event. The main event
with Heather Powell
after SmackDown, and Rob Garza and everybody else in the WCC family. So make sure y'all.
And just before we go, if possible, we all WCC always reminds everyone to promote their local wrestling events wherever they may be. This Friday in Hamilton, Ontario, Fringe Pro Wrestling is presenting Outbreak with our very own WCC Hall of Famer Quan Chang in action in the tag team title match, along with Steve Brown versus Vinyl Knight, Tyson Dukes against Rip Impact, and Carter Mason in triple threat action, as well as many other matches that day. Come on out and have fun.
That's what is going on. Also going down in Southern California, ladies and gentlemen, Cinco de Mayo. That's right. Championship Wrestling from Hollywood comes to you live from Anaheim, California, where they will crown a new World Heavyweight Champion. That's right. Who will it be? Find out. Cinco de Mayo. For more information, go to HollywoodWrestling.com. That's HollywoodWrestling.com. And we will see you next Monday night. Oh, yeah, Big Red, don't forget to check out his show every Thursday night. Who knows who might take over the mic? Will it be him? Will it be me? Will it be Anthony? Will it be that fat slob, JR? Who knows?
Hey,
wow.
By the way, Yeah, by the way, JF's supposed to be coming back this Thursday. Make sure you tune in. He's coming with his mailbag. Yay.
Yeah.
And then, of course, last but not least, speaking of indie shows, I want to thank everybody who called in last Wednesday. Y'all made it one of the funniest shows ever. WCC Ring Rockers, 10 Eastern, 9 Central, every Wednesday night. And then that's the lead in the sex battles. Make sure y'all tune in because guess what? In honor, and matter of fact, L, you're going to love this week's show because I changed the theme. Because in honor of this coming Sunday being Cinco de Mayo, we will be celebrating the greatest Latin Mexican wrestlers of all time. Yeah, so matter of fact, I don't even distinguish anymore. So you could be from Spain, you could be from Mexico. If you got any Latin descent whatsoever, yeah, we are honoring y'all this week on Ring Rockers. So
man,
make sure y'all tune in.
Man, that's some racist shit. We're out of here.
Wait a minute, that was not racist. For L.
Wow.
We'll see you guys next time.
On a side note, he still is racist, but thank you.
That is not.
Oh my God.
You know what? Just for that, I'm fucking moving to Canada. Fuck this shit, man.
Uh-oh. Rob, you may want to move.